Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we will learn about YAML. So YAML is very useful language and it is used in many places. You might have seen it in Kubernetes, in Ansible, in CI/CD pipeline like GitLab or Travis YAML. So it is very useful. And today we will try to understand the syntax and how to use it and its purpose. Okay. So before starting, let's begin with a brief description of YAML. So first of all, the YAML, like it is a short form for YAML isn't markup language. Markup language is a human readable data serialization format that is commonly used for configuration files. So as we discussed earlier, like it is mainly used for creating configurations file, like for Kubernetes, for Docker Compose, for Ansible, and various CI/CD tools. It is often used in applications where data need to be written or read by humans, such as configuration files, data interchange between programming language, and in application where data needs to be stored in a human readable format. So if you see any YAML file, like it is very easy to understand, and as a human we can easily figure out what the configurations is all about mentioned in that file. The YAML is designed to be easily readable by humans and is similar to other human readable formats like JSON, YAML, but it is XML, sorry, but it is often considered more readable due to its clean and concise syntax. So if you have seen JSON or YAML XML file in past, so those files are very robust, okay, or verbose you can say, containing lot of syntax and curly brackets and like greater than or less than brackets. Okay, so it is very complex, okay, and it is not easy to figure out what is going on. But compared to that, YAML is very clean and easy to understand, and its file size is also very less due to the reduction in syntax. Okay, so in the context of DevOps, YAML files commonly used for defining configuration file for tools like CI/CD pipelines like GitLab or Travis, configurations file for Kubernetes, Ansible, Docker Compose files, and many other. So let's begin with like learning syntax of YAML, how we can create YAML file. So yes. So I am in VS Code, okay, and this is one of the example of YAML file. Okay, so first of all, YAML file have this file format of file extension of YAML or YAML. Okay, so both are valid, and we can use it interchangeably at many places. Okay, so there is no issue with that. Either use YAML, YML, or YAML. Okay, and this is the syntax. So if you see here, like various key values are mentioned, some listers are mentioned, some objects are mentioned. Okay, so we will see this one by one and everything and try to understand like what all these syntax are all about. Okay, so this is just one sample, and this is how we define our YAML file. Okay, so if you see here, there is no curly brackets, no like greater than or less than brackets. Okay, so it is very clean, very clean. Okay, and very complex, very uh, clean and very like concise. Okay, so easy to understand by us. Like, okay, so let's begin and understand each syntax one by one. So let's begin with how we can define or define comments in YAML. So comments we define with like this syntax. Okay. So this is one of the advantage in JSON. We can't have like comments, but in YAML we can define comments. So this is how like this is the syntax. It should start with this hash syntax. Okay. So after that, like let's define like how we can define list. Okay, so to define list in YAML, we have to use like this syntax, and then we can have like item one, then item two, like this. So it is very important to give like indentation properly, spaces. Okay, so this is how we define list. Then we will see like how we can define mappings or like um, so for defining maps, okay, so we use like char, uh, anything after that, average 28. So this is how we can define the maps. Okay, so let's begin with like some complex syntax. Okay, how we can define the complex syntax in YAML. So complex syntax contain like take example like uh, children. Okay, so inside that we can define the names of the children. Okay, so it can be the list of maps. Okay, so name, Amit. Okay, indentation is very important, like spacing, and then age 15. Next children name Santosh, age 20. So if you see here, like it is showing the error message. Okay, why there is a error message? Because if you see like this, the children, like this is the like root level. This is at the root, and these two lists are as children's. Okay, or a list inside this particular root children node. Okay, but it is not like indented properly. So that's why it is giving error. So it is very important to give indentations properly. Okay, so this is one of the example. Children, okay, children name. So this is one of the example how you can define YAML. So this is very important, like indentation is very important. Parent and then children should come like properly. Okay, so this is one of the example how we can define like complex syntax. Okay, this is children and inside that we have list, and these are the object inside that. Okay, then after this, like let's see the next syntax. There may be so next syntax may be like so instead of like objects like key values, we can define like simple syntax also. So take example, there are descriptions, or what we can take like values, like just take values, and then it may contain like just values. Okay, there is no need of like this type of syntax. This is the object inside a list of objects. So maybe like we can have like only list inside a particular node. Okay, so inside values we have two values, value 1, value 2. Okay, so this is how we can define the list inside a object, inside a particular node. Okay, or element. Or the other way to define this syntax is values, then and the curly bracket. Inside that we can define val1, val2. Okay, so since like both have the same name, that's why it is complaining. So we can give like val1. Okay, so these two syntax are similar. Okay, there is no difference between them. Both are the list. Okay, values. Okay, this is the list, and or you can define like this. Sometimes this is like easy to read, and like most of the places will use like this, or some places like you can use like this. So there is no issue. Both are similar. We have seen like how to define list and objects, and let's see the next syntax now. The next syntax is like how to define uh, if you want to reuse like few items, okay, again and again. So in that case, like we can use like this ampersand and star syntax. Okay, this is nothing but like anchors. So what are the anchors in YAML? Okay, so consider like parents, this syntax is there. Okay, and some values are present inside it. Okay, consider like a 2 and then b 3. Okay, so these are the syntax, and there are the child one object is there, okay, and you want to use the same syntax which is defined here, okay, or same values or child and this mappings inside this also. So what you can do is, okay, so what you can do is like you can give a anchor or a give a particular name, and you can then you reuse the same elements which are present inside the parents inside the child, okay. So you can give name like defaults, okay, and you can reuse, like instead of typing this again and again, you can reuse the values a and b. For that you need to give these two syntax, okay, this greater than less than, sorry, and then colon and with star defaults. Okay, so this is how you can reuse. This is same as like same values are present here. Sorry for that. So, so if you see, you can see here. So this syntax is nothing but we are reusing the this particular values a and b. After that, you can add more values here like c, 2, okay. Or if you want to override a few values which is present inside it, you can do that also. Like b, instead of b3, you can mention b. Okay, so this will be the merging of both, like merging of these two values plus these two values. So those values will present inside child. Similarly, similar syntax you can use with list also. Okay, so let consider like this is the value. Okay, so instead of typing, I am like pasting here. These are the values. Just give the new name. Okay, these are the values, and you want to use this value inside other element. Okay, so consider like this is the other element. Okay, so if you want to use like these two elements, okay, inside the other values, so in that case you have to give the name. Okay, let's consider you have given like ampersand and ref. Okay, so here how you will use it, you can assign this value. Okay, so consider like okay, and here you can give reference to ref. Okay, so this is similar to what will happen, like it will contain other values in inside the new one. These two will come. Okay, these two will come under new one. Okay, at this place. Okay, so this is like reusable, reuse the existing values. Okay, this is nothing but like same as like inheritance in programming language. You are inheriting the existing values which are present. So it is reusability. After that, let's see like what we can do next. Okay, so let's consider like similar to like these two things, like we have seen these are the key values. We can reuse the key values, okay, from parent to child, and we can reuse like list also from parent to child. So let's consider there is a single value is present. Okay, some val, and value is val 1. Okay, and consider like there is one more some val 2. So consider like the value for both are same. Okay, values are same here. Name is different, but value is same. You want to reuse the same value. Okay, val 1 here, but instead of typing like val 1 again, you want to reuse the value whatever is assigned to this variable. Okay, so this may be useful in some scenarios where like consider like price is there. So you want to use the price variable is present in the YAML. You want to use the whatever is amount is assigned to that price variable. You want to use that at some other places also below like final price or somewhere. Okay, so in that case what so consider like this is 30. Okay, and you want to use here also 30. So but you don't want to type again because it may be like in a big YAML file you need to make changes at multiple places. So instead of doing that, you can assign here ampersand val. Okay, consider like we are giving this name. So instead of typing now this value again 30 here, you can use star this thing. Okay, so you are referring the existing value which is present. Okay, this name can be anything. This is just for testing purpose we have given here. So let's give this name. Okay, so this is another thing. Okay, so this thing we have seen, like we can assign the value 30. So likewise we can have like lot of other data types also, okay, that we can assign it to a variable. Okay, so let's see like what are the different data types are present. So here we can see like for n1 we have assigned 1. This is integer. Okay, so in YAML it is like 100% like valid to use like such values. Like we can assign an integer, we can assign a float, okay, to a variable, or we can assign a string value. String value can be with or without quotes. Okay, we can use single quote, we can use double quotes. So both are like all these values or options are valid as a string data type. Then we can use true and false. Okay, so that is also valid, and we can assign a date type also. Okay, if there is a date like that we want to assign to a particular value, so that is also valid. So this all these things, all these like variables are valid. We can use integer, float, string, all these type of data type. All right, so let's move to the next thing. Okay, so consider like this is a single string we are assigning. Okay, so there are multiple like variant of strings are present in YAML. Consider like you want to assign a comment. Okay, let's create a variable comment. Okay, and this comment variable content comment with multi-line string we want to assign. Okay, we don't want to assign a like a single line in a single line. Okay, so it make we want to assign it a string which contain like new line character. Okay, so in that case what we can do, instead of like typing in a single line, we can use this pipe symbol, and then after that we can type anything. Okay, hello world, how are you? Like this. So this is how like we can assign a multi-line string. Okay, multi-line string with slash n. So like new line character is present. Okay, so this is one way. So consider like instead of typing like this or giving multi-line string, we want to give a string which is in the single line. Okay, not it doesn't contain a new line character, but we want to type in a multi-line. Okay, so what we can do, so we can create variable like this. Okay, so instead of pipe we will use greater than symbol. Okay, and after that we can type whatever comments is present. Okay, so after that, so what is the difference between these two is like this will convert it into slash n. So slash n is present, like new line characters are present here, but in this case like there is no new line character is present. So ultimately it will be a single line, so it will become like this only. Okay, and this will be assigned here, similar to this thing. Okay, so instead of typing like this, we want to type like this. Okay, so this is how like we can give like multi-line string but without new line character. So this is very important to know. So let's move forward. So these are a few of the like important syntax that we use in our day to day, like 95% of the times. Apart from that, like we can use like this three dash dash dash. So this indicates like start of a new document. Okay. So if like in a single file you want like multiple documents, so in that case you can split document into multiple documents using this syntax dash dash dash. You might have seen this in Kubernetes, like in a single file we have deployment file also, in services also, and like other manifest files. So to split like multiple like manifest like syntax or like files in a single file. Okay, single file can contain multiple manifest files by splitting using dash dash dash. Okay, so this make like this is one document. Okay, this contain one document, then this contain second documents likewise. So instead of creating multiple files, you are mentioning that single file contain all these different manifest files. Okay, so this is also another like important syntax. So hope guys like you understood like how to use YAML files. Okay, so and this is very like important to know about YAML, because many of the tools like Kubernetes, Ansible, and various CI/CD tools use YAML uh, very much. Okay, so thanks guys for watching this video. Please like, subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye.